Saying a quick hello, how's it going? Have you ever tried this ice cream? Can go a long way.
It can even make a new friendship.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another How's the Weather Today episode. We're the hosts. My name is MJ.
My name is Adam.
Welcome back to another amazing episode where you can join us, your two friends, MJ and Adam, in this English conversation to help your listening skills improve even more. Come hang out for another one. Welcome back to this one. So everyone, today we're going to be talking about small talk. So what is small talk, everyone? Small talk is water cooler talk. What's water cooler talk? You know, when you're just hanging out in the office around the water cooler, getting your drinks and talking to your buddies. Did you see the game last night? Oh, yeah, it was pretty good. Okay, yeah. Hey, you know, there's a new show coming out this weekend. I think we're going to see it. All right. Yeah. Talk to you later. Small talk. So this happens very frequently, I believe, in North America. It feels like it just because after 10 plus years living in Japan, I was like, something's missing, Adam. I feel like something's missing in my day-to-day life.
Routine to break up the day.
Yes. And I feel like that thing is small talk. Adam, how do you feel about small talk? Do you feel like there was a big change over in Canada? Is there a lot of small talk that happens? You feel with strangers or your friends?
It happens among friends, of course. Small talk when I was a student, it happens a lot. You need something to get your brain off of the normal day-to-day tasks and routine. But I think it happens among strangers as well. And it usually ends up, if you have small talk over a long period of time with the same person, you end up becoming friends later on. I mean, there's that possibility. Sometimes it just ends right there. But yeah, definitely small talk is a gateway to new horizons. I don't know.
Yes. It could be a new way to make friends, even if it's kind of like, not like a very close friend that you're going to be hanging out with or calling, but someone who is just like kind of an acquaintance when you're a regular, maybe at a store or at a restaurant. You can have small talk that leads into, you know, a kind of relationship in some ways. Now, how about even when you were over in Osaka? Because we hear that Osaka people down in Kansai are a little different from the Kanto area where we are right now. A little more open, a little more free to
friendly, talk. Yeah, I think so. You know, like it felt more common over there. Like it wasn't so, I don't want to say awkward for people to start up a conversation, but I did notice it a lot more. Random people wouldn't come up to you, but in the shops, you know, the shop staff would have small talk with you, or when you go into a small restaurant, a small shop, I would have, you know, little conversations with the staff there, or people walking along the street would sometimes strike up a conversation when I'm sitting down somewhere. And it was very interesting for it to happen, because I'm kind of like, as you know, from if you watch our past episodes of introvert, extrovert, I'm kind of an introvert. So
we took the test.
We took the test. But it's like it made me feel comfortable, but I'm not one to start the small talk, if that makes any sense, you know?
Yes, it does. It does. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so, it did happen a lot more than in Kanto. Yeah.
All right. So there's a little difference right there. But overall, I feel like in Japan, more people are kind of, you know, like sticking to their own lanes.
Right.
There's the idea within the culture to kind of don't bother other people. And, you know, the word bother, who knows, just by striking the conversation up can be bothersome, you know? So that's a strong cultural thing, I feel like, in Japan.
Right.
But in North America, there's nothing that really tells you, like, yeah, it's like be polite, courteous to others.
Right.
But the whole striking up a conversation isn't something that is looked down upon in any case. I kind of believe, I feel like where in Japan, it falls into the category of you might be bothering them. Best not, maybe better not to talk. I think there's pretty much two categories of small talk. You could have small talk with your friends or coworkers in the office, then you can have small talk with strangers.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, the small talk with people that they're not strangers, so it's easier to start this small talk. And the description or the definition of this kind of small talk would be, just simple, like, how's it going?
Right. Yeah.
What's the weather like? Very casual,
right.
Short,
yeah,
kind of straight to the point.
Mm.
And those I've had plenty of in Japan, in companies.
But
when you're walking down the street and you see a friend of yours, just for a second, you're busy. So you say, hey, what's up? Oh, yeah, having a good time. So, you set your booty. Okay, cool. See you later.
What I noticed, though, with that, it was more common amongst the foreign staff, foreign pairs of staff, rather than Japanese to foreign staff. Maybe among foreign Japanese to Japanese staff, you see a little bit happening. But I felt like when the foreign staff were small talking, we had to be courteous around everybody else because they didn't take it as small talk. They took it as
big talk.
Big talk, I guess.
Let's go into story time. I think this is the best way to express what it's like to have small talk, especially overseas in America and Canada. Mm-hmm. Do you have any memorable person that you've talked with or a relationship that came out of small talk that you can recall right now for all of us, Adam?
Maybe a relationship, I guess. I used to be, still kind of am really interested in sneakers. When you see somebody with, desirable sneakers, the kind of rarities, it's nice to say like, oh wow, I like your shoes, and then you strike up a conversation like, you into this type of thing. Oh yeah, well, me too. That's cool. And that's where the small talk kind of started. So I made a couple of friends, one in Japan, he moved back to the States, and one in Canada, who, he's still there now, but just out of that like common interest by their fashion sense, like I struck up a small conversation about what they were wearing, and it made that connection. Then we would go out and, look at different kinds of fashion things in Japan and in Canada, separate occasions. But it kind of was like that, just looking at something that they had that I was interested in, and I thought maybe they were interested in as well, and using that as the small talk point, which built, conversation and friendships.
Yes. Then turn into friendship. Okay, wow. Yeah. Hey, we have a website called the MJ and Adam Show. You should definitely go check it out if you want. You can download our episodes like a podcast and download also the video form so you can watch on your phone, on the train, while you're going from work to home without using any of your cell phone data. Says that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Hey, you can even join me every day on Facebook. I'm doing live streams explaining interesting words and phrases we use in all of our episodes.
You can join us every month on Zoom. We have a meetup where all of the members of the Next Step community come together. We talk, we share laughs, share stories, and just hang out. It's a great time.
And if you want to take your English even further to the next step, you can join me one-on-one with English online lessons from the comfort of your own home anytime during the weekday. It doesn't matter if you are the beginner, intermediate, advanced. Come join me, and through English conversation, I want to help you improve your conversation.
Yeah.
So check it out. It would be really awesome if you did. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
That's a pretty good one. It's a deep one that goes into connecting with your hobby. So it's easy to approach that person.
Right.
Even if like you're not really like struck about like the person themselves, to be like, wow, that person kind of looks cool. Like I would like to talk with them, maybe get to know them.
Right.
No, it's like the first thing was the interest that you both shared, that hobby that you both shared.
And it wasn't me. Sorry, it wasn't me going up to him like, oh, I want to be your friend. Like, let's be friends.
Right. Yeah.
Is that, like you said, the common interest. And then it kind of later on down the road, it built up into a friendship because we would have these kind of small talks on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And eventually it moves from the fashion to other things like photography or movies or Japanese culture or things like that.
All right, everyone. So now let's go over and let's hear about some small talk in Japan. Something that happened. So apart from the story that you just had, Adam, with someone that you met about with sneakers and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's connect with small talk in Japanese with the citizens of Japan.
I used to go to this hamburger shop when I was in Osaka.
Yeah.
And the small talk there was kind of based on the hamburger. He would ask me about, how is it? Is it good? Does it suit your palate? And these hamburgers were delicious. He just opened up the shop and he was like trying to, grow his client base. And I used to frequent there quite a bit. So he would kind of have little short talks with me. He was interested in reggae culture. So he would sometimes have different reggae music videos playing. And he would say, oh, do you know this one? Do you know that one? Just, I wouldn't exchange phone numbers with him or anything like that. But when I went there, we would have conversations that were not like, oh, okay, you're the customer, I'm the owner of this restaurant. It was more like cultural. And he would ask me about different things in Canada. And he would tell me about how things are in Japan. And just when he's making a new hamburger, he's like, oh, I made this hamburger. Want to try it? Yeah, so just like that kind of stuff.
Do I have to pay for it?
No, but sometimes he'd be like, I gave you
extra fries.
Extra fries.
Yeah.
And I took my friends there. They really liked the place, but he ended up closing and moving and not being a hamburger shop owner anymore. So I was really depressed. Right. That small talk kind of, I don't know if it influenced me in going to the shop, but it did make going to the shop a lot more comfortable. Because he had an interest in me outside of just being a customer. Yeah.
There you go. And I think that definitely does help you feel comfortable and then be a returning customer.
Right.
I'm sure it doesn't even sound like he was maybe secretly this is a marketing scheme. Become friends with people also come to the shop all the time. It's no, again, it went to a kind of an interest that he had and he's kind of asking you, fishing to see if you have the same thing, or maybe if you have just interest
about it,
information on it or something. Nice. And you get awesome burgers.
And I get awesome burgers. The burgers are delicious. Those were the best burgers I've ever had in my life.
Yeah. I feel like there's different levels of talk within small talk.
Yeah.
And depending on the relationship, that small talk can kind of go somewhere or it can't. There might be like borders almost of a stranger small talk. It's in the entrance. You're not going to talk about anything personal to them. But then there's the next step where you with this chef, we get to know each other. We're on the first name basis.
Right.
We're friendly towards each other, but we're not close friends. So then there's the next level.
Right.
And then of course after that would be a friend where we have each other's numbers. We enjoy each other's company. Maybe it turns into really close friends where you can talk more personal about stuff. That's maybe a good way to gauge what kind of small talk you're in. So over to me, dude. For me in Japan, this grocery store that I go to all the time.
Okay.
And all the staff in the grocery store are there all the time. I'm there all the time buying food. I see the same people. There's this one lady who is so open to talk with people, open to have small talk with people. And she started talking with me. We talked about my hair. And after that, we would see each other. And this was years ago when this first conversation happened.
Yeah.
And we still talk to each other. When I'm going to the registers, I look for her because I want to talk.
Yeah.
Say, hey, what's up? Like a friend almost,
Yeah.
Even if it's just really small, usually again, it's still about the hair.
Right.
She's it's growing. She's it's growing. You're going to go soon. I'm wait, maybe another month or so. The relationship that happened, it's just that. Us in this store, her not being a staff, me not actually being a customer, it gets to that next level, but it stays there and it's fun, it's comfortable, and I feel like it helps each other brighten the day, especially in the type of work that she's doing.
Right.
And I feel that's why in North America, it happens a lot with like the most places where I feel like you get small talk is probably going to be shopping.
Yes, I agree.
You're buying something and someone's like, oh, where'd you get that? That looks really nice. And you're like, oh, it was on the rack, like over to the corner. Like, oh, okay, cool, sweet. That's
I'm going to get one later. I was like, really?
Or say, example, the cashier's ringing you up and they see like, like you have some interesting like accessories, like earrings or something. It's like, oh, I love your earrings. Like, thanks. They're pretty cool, aren't they? I got them here. Oh, they're really, really nice. They look good on you. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Your total is $28.50. All right, sweet. Like, and that's it.
Yep. I was laughing because I was thinking of, sometimes they give you little jokes. Like if you're buying bottles of wine, for example, they'll be like, "Oh, hey, okay, wine, huh?
Party tonight." I see. Yeah, that's true. At least for the register thing, I think it goes to customer service. That's very strict rules in Japan, and that's why they're kind of meant to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the US, it's like it's very laid back, and people like I feel like the register people are maybe a little bit bored. So they kind of, to make it interesting and brighten up their day. It's like they're taking the chance, this opportunity to connect with people that they'll probably never see again in the rest of their lives.
Right. Or maybe.
So why not be like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Cool.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sending that positive energy. It might be really small, but I feel like it kind of goes a long way. It can really brighten up someone's day. But everyone, wow, we've been talking a long time. We've been having a big talk about small talk, this conversation, everyone. It goes deep, or it can go deeper than what we expect it to be. Just a simple small talk, a simple banter conversation that you have with someone you know or someone that you don't know. But it could have some pretty good impact.
Exactly.
So try it out. I dare you. Try it out.
Just try.
Just try.
See what happens.
That's it for our episode. Thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below what you feel about small talk. Is it easy to do? Is it difficult to do? Do you do it a lot? Let us know in the comments.
And check us out on SNS, our other channels as well.
All right. That's it. We'll see you on the next step.